One of the most iconic images of Rodrigo Duterte's war on drugs so far is this photo of a woman cradling the body of her dead husband. He was gunned down by unknown assailants in Pasay City, Philippines on July 24, 2016. A sign calling him a drug pusher was left next to his body. But his wife maintains that her husband was only a pedicab driver and one of the 16.6 million Filipinos who voted for Rodrigo Duterte. In his State of the Nation address, Duterte likened this image to Michelangelo's Pietà and dismissed it as overdramatic.
Tapos nandiyan ka, nakabulagtan. And you are portrayed in a broadsheet na parang Mother Mary cradling the dead cadaver of Jesus Christ. Ayan yung mga yan eh. Magdadramahan tayo dito.
A picture of the incident by photographer Rafi Lerma appeared in the Philippine Daily Inquirer, the only newspaper in the country that dared to put it on the front page. Rafi said there were 4 cases of extrajudicial killings in Pasay City that night, but he knew right away that this one was different.
He was the 3rd victim of extrajudicial killing that night. We arrived there around 1:30 a.m. There was something different dun sa picture na yun. Sa malayo pala nakita ko, yun nga may cordon. Tapos nasa gitna yung victim, si Jeneline Olaires, yung partner ni Michael Saron. Kinakalong or kinikradle niya yung si Michael Saron. Doon, mas maraming tao, maraming civilians na nanonood, tumitingin.
Rafi has been a photojournalist for 15 years. He has noticed an increase in killings in Metro Manila since Duterte assumed office.
In 2007, I was also assigned sa night shift duty for a year. First week ko pa lang, I covered more drug-related deaths or extrajudicial killings then compared to the whole year I covered. Definitely may nag-change, yung first month. Talaga yung killings very rampant. So minsan di namin alam kung saan pupunta.
In an opinion piece he later wrote for the Inquirer, he defended his photo from Duterte's accusations. Rafi said that the moment he captured was 100% authentic and that his duty is to show reality to spur action.
Like I said sa past interviews, these are real people. These are real lives. You give them that dignity. Yung right nila to life was inalis na yun. Tapos yung right pa nila mag-grieve. Well, let's give them that. I think yun lang naman yung control.
Speaking to Coconuts TV, Philippine National Police spokesperson General Leonardo Carlos denied that there has been an increase in killings. He also clarified that many of the killings reported in the media are not extrajudicial killings related to the drug war, but actually normal murders.
Sa amin po, anything that happens that a person is killed or harmed, these are cases of murder and or homicide. That's the basic. We follow the penal law. So, tinag mong EJK, di 1,170, karamihan dyan are regular crimes happening. Did we really have a sharp increase in the number of deaths over the given period? No.
These deaths, whether regular murders or extrajudicial killings, are creating a climate of fear and paranoia amongst Filipinos. Jeffrey, who described himself as a recovering addict, is glad he decided to stop taking drugs. If not, he said he would probably be one of the casualties of Duterte's drug war, but he believes that drug users should be spared.
Honestly, I'm sad. Why? Because it could have been me. I could have been killed if I didn't make a good choice. I could be one of the casualties. I believe in redemption. We all commit mistakes, we must, be given the chance to rise up again.
Though he never killed anyone while high on drugs, Jeffrey said that he had committed horrendous crimes that he is too ashamed to even talk about. But he knows how drug pushers and drug lords, some of them with ties to the police, operate.
As I've said in the kill anybody, but I know of several people who did because of drugs. There is one guy who was into the police service, right? We used to have a session. We call it the tripping session, and then every now and then he will brag about killing pushers who fail to remit money, stuff like that. They will lure them into a certain place, enticing them, making them believe that they will just take drugs. And when they're already in that place, they will just hit the guy at the back and then chop the body into several pieces, put it in a drum, and pour cement. And I don't know if it's true. That guy said that they brought the drum in the middle of the Manila Bay and dumped it there. So that's only one, and there are several. Talaga, it's really it's horrendous,
How long is this war on drugs going to last? The Duterte administration had originally allotted 6 months to solve the entire problem, but such a complex issue isn't going away anytime soon. On September 18th, Duterte asked for a 6-month extension. He confessed that he had no idea that there were hundreds of thousands of people in the drug business.
But just give me a little extension, maybe of another 6 months. Then because nobody ever, I didn't have that idea that there was hundreds of thousands of people already in the drug business. And what makes it worse is that they are operated now by people in government, especially those elected positions.
FCNL Jose, an influential journalist and novelist whose books about class struggles in his country have been translated into 22 languages, warns that this is just the beginning of the Philippine Revolution.
I like to think that it is a continuation of the 1896 revolution. Simply put, its ideological platform is love of country and the willingness to sacrifice for it. Basically anti-elite. And if you study our politics very well and our history, all these years, government has been manipulated by the wealthy Filipinos. And remember, this is the first politician that does not have, quote, the open support of the oligarchy.
CNL says the ultimate problem is extreme poverty and inequality that so far no Philippine president has been able to solve.
You cannot develop without peace in the country, and that peace has also been disturbed so much by criminality, much of that induced by drugs. So we haven't seen anything yet, and as I said, this is not going to be done in 2 or 3 years. Just look back. The Vietnamese Revolution took how many years? The Chinese Revolution started in the 1920s. The French Revolution, maybe a shorter period, but almost all of them take years, maybe 1 generation.
Lives must be lost in this revolution for the ultimate benefit of the Philippines, says CNL.
One must, like I said, avoid that collateral damage. See? And this means that the press must also be vigilant. Human rights groups must also be vigilant. Otherwise, the revolution will not give a damn about the collateral damage. They must continue looking after human rights so that the revolution will not kill its own children.
Coconuts TV.